Can you tell us about the decision to kick there instead of letting the offense have another shot?
Yeah, it felt like that was the right decision for us to kick the ball. It's close, didn't go in, right? Thought we had good range from there, just didn't make the kick.
DeMeco, how tough was it not to have your timeouts for the last drive? You talked about having to use them ahead of time.
It's tough for us, not having those timeouts, having to waste them on procedural things that we need to clean up. We have to play better. All those timeouts are just self-inflicting things that we have to be better at, right? Whether it's making sure we got the right amount of people on the field, right? Getting the calls in quicker, getting to the line of scrimmage quicker. We just have to be better. Yeah, the explosive plays, you can't have them, right? You give up explosive plays, it equals points, and that's what happened. We gave them too many explosives on defense, right? They beat us on a couple plays, good plays by them. We didn't execute the details of our job. When you don't execute versus a really good team, that's what happens.
It seemed that there was a lot of plays that were off script for CJ. What do you think was the biggest reason why you guys seem to not be on schedule and in rhythm, everything's all like backyard football?
Yeah, credit to Jacksonville for their defense. I think they mix it up really well. Credit to those guys. They played well up front. Coverages, they were tight. And we got to play better up front. Got to protect it better. All right, we got to run the ball better, and it all starts up front. We weren't the best team up front today on the offense or the defensive line. We weren't the best teams, and that's the reason why we didn't win this game.
Coach Ray, obviously some questionable calls, that's going to come up. Primarily against Javier in coverage. It appeared that maybe Coach Peterson was putting him in some compromising situations. Just your observation of how Javier performed in those circumstances, especially with Desmond being activated. Thought about interchanging them, or just schematically what you saw in those situations?
TT was good. He was in good position on a lot of those things. We'll take a look at the film and see, what it should have been.
This, of course, was for first place in the AFC South. I guess, how do you put into words that? Did this feel like a missed opportunity at all, or how are you viewing it?
Not a missed opportunity for us. It's one that, of course, we didn't play our best. And as I told our guys, you don't play your best, you don't execute versus a good team, this is what happens, right? There's no need to hold our head or sulk about anything. Like, we got to do something about it when we're out there on the field, right? We got to execute. We got to play better. You play better, you'll win the game. And today we didn't deserve to win because we didn't play good enough.
Could you talk about the play at the end of the first half when they went for it and you made the stop? Did you think that was going to give you the momentum to take over the lead, which you did in the second half?
Yeah, that stop at the end of the half, that was a really big play for us. Felt the energy from the defense. Felt like that should get us some momentum, get moving there. Then we come back out the second half, and we allowed them to convert on third down, and they just continued to drive. And, for us to win this game, we knew we had to be better. We had to win third down. And, of course, they were better on third down than we were.
Hey, Coach, I know it's still early, but is there anything you can share about Titus Howard, and what did you think of the debut of Juice?
Yeah, we're still evaluating Titus. We'll get more information on him as the week goes along. And Juice, I thought he stepped in. He did a good job of being ready to go.
Well, DeMeco, did the Jaguars do anything that you didn't expect, or was it just a lack of execution?
Just execution for us, nothing that we didn't expect. It was just execution, and that's what it comes down to, right? Tight divisional game, all right? We have to execute better.
You all decided to pass the ball on both of the plays. What went into the decision to pass instead of running?
Yeah, I have to look at that. I mean, at the end of the day, whenever we call a call, we feel like we're going to get the first down, right? And that's why you call the call. Everybody can question the call or whatever it may be, get the first down. Nobody's questioning, but everybody's going to question your decision-making when it doesn't go your way, right? So that happens. That's ball. You make calls, right? Expect your playmakers to step up and make plays.
Coach, CJ's improvisation this afternoon, but still it looked like that Jacksonville was able to just put a picket around the receivers, particularly in the second half. Nobody could really just get consistently open, but periodically. But CJ had to extend the plays just to allow him a chance to get open today. Was it something unique that Jacksonville done in the second half that just guys couldn't get open on?
I thought CJ did a really good job of being able to move around and extend plays, made a couple big plays for us, one there versus Tank. They got called back. Unfortunate there. I thought he moved around well when he had to, took what the defense gave him.
We'll close with DJ and John.
With the loss, you guys currently fall to like third place in the AFC South and kind of all that wild card top 7 spot. How do you prevent this loss from spiraling and make sure that you guys get back on track?
Hey, we don't have to prevent anything. Guys just have to come to work. Like I told them, we're close there for this game. It's how you respond is how you come back to work throughout the week. There's no magic that's just going to happen. Nobody's going to show up and help. It's just about our guys just stepping up and executing in the moment. And that's the message to our guys.
Last one, John.
Doesn't, on the 3rd and 4th downs, miscommunication with DeMeco, another one deep. Doesn't CJ have options on that?
I'll have to look at the plays and see what happened on those.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you.
obviously the missed field goal there at the end was the end, but do you feel like y'all had missed opportunities before that got to that point?
First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It was a great Jacksonville team. We fought hard, but and to answer your question, I mean, you can't put the last play of the game, supposedly, or if it is or if it's not, you can't put the whole game on that situation. We got to be cleaner, execute better. First half, I felt like we came out second half, moved the ball pretty well. But we gotta play complementary football, offense, defense. We gotta help each other out. So it's a great one to learn from. But no, you don't want to lose a close game like that. And it's tough to put it all on the kicker's hand and everything. I think Matt has done a great job, and we got to put him in better situations. Maybe get closer, or even go try to score a touchdown and win the game. So a lot of different things that could happen and play out a different way.
What is it like for you to know that your team kept full confidence no matter the situation?
Man, it's amazing. That's all you want as a quarterback, and especially being a rookie. There's a lot of veterans on this team, and the way they look at me before we go out there, or just any play at practice, however, wherever we're at, they always give me that confidence, and they show me that they really do trust in me, and I trust in them right back. So it's definitely helpful, and it gives me a lot of confidence. So I appreciate those guys fighting for me, and I'm fighting right for them.
CJ, what did the Jags do today differently than they did from the first time you played against them?
They really didn't do too much. Actually, they sent some pressure, but not as much as they did early on. They got us a couple times in some weird fronts with some pressure looks, and I got to be better with throwing the ball high and things like that. But they really didn't do much different. They're a sound team. They're up front. Josh Allen and Walker set the tone, and they did a good job stopping the run today. And we got to just be better execution. We got to fight. We got to be dogs out there. And we had a glimpse of it. We had a lot of good things, but not good enough to win. So got to go back to the drawing board and find out what happened, and then go move on and play this tough Denver team and get a win there.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Nico was saying, in years past, a loss at this point is kind of another loss for this team. But right now, this loss hurts. What does that say about this team going forward, that this does hurt at this stage of the season?
It's a long season, man. I don't think it hurts us like that. Like, of course, yeah, divisional, you want to win the game, and it hurts us pretty significant, man. It's about a mindset, though. Like, what we gonna do? Not play no more? Like, we gonna just tuck our tail and not play hard? Like, nah, I don't really believe in that type of mindset. I'm going out there every play, every game, trying to win. So I don't really think that our season's over at all. It's a long year. We have 6 more games to play, 7 more games to play. Like, it's a lot more football left, and you can see the trajectory we're on. We're taking strides, but we got to play complementary football. We got to play for the offense. We got to help the defense. Defense got to help the offense, and special teams have to do their job too. So there's a lot of things we can learn from, but I think we're at where we're at, and the sky's the limit still. There's no confidence taken away in this loss. We're going to learn from it. We're going to get better. We're going to go get a dub.
You had a couple of impressive plays where you're extending the play, escaping the rush. You also had a couple of impressive scrambles. How do you balance that in your mind? Obviously, things are probably moving a million miles per hour in the moment, but you've done a pretty good job of determining when to run, determining when to throw the football on the field.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I try to do my best to keep my O-line honest, move in the pocket really well, and when it's time to scramble and get some yards, try to go get some yards. And feel like I try to do that as much as possible today. Got a couple good runs, but at times and sometimes I don't need to scramble. But it's tough when they're towards the end, especially. They were dropping 8, rushing 3, and they're really covering a lot of the zones, taking away some of the short stuff and backing up. So we take away the deep stuff. So my job is to try to make a play, and I feel like I did that as many times as I could. Credit to those guys in Jacksonville. It's a great team. They have a great defense, from D-line all the way to DBs to the backers, communicate very well. And, I mean, at the end of the day, we got to lick our chops and lick our wounds and understand, like, it is what it is, and we got to be better. So I got to go out there and make some more plays on my end. And but this isn't the end. We'll be better.
So from an intangible standpoint, where do you see growth in this team from the beginning of the year to now? DeMeco's described this as a close football team.
Yeah, we're brothers, man. It was one of the things that coming from Ohio State, man. Like, that's our motto, is the brotherhood. And I didn't know if it would be like that in the NFL, but honestly, it is. It's quite the same. Of course, guys have kids and things like that, and but really we're hanging out a lot together. We're always together, of course, in the building, and we actually hang out away from the building. And Case and Davis in my room have been amazing to me. A lot of guidance, a lot of confidence building, a lot of honesty, and really just a lot of life skill building from them being older than me and helping me out in certain situations on the field and off. So this team is really close, and that's the thing about losing in this league. I told them in the locker room, like, it's only two things: it's you either win or you learn. And we have the mindset in there that we're going to learn from this and we're going to be better.
CJ, again, another historic performance by you today, the passing yards from the rookie through 11 games and all of that. But think about, like, philosophically how you go about attacking the defense, right? All the praise goes when you take the deep shots down the field, 50 yards and all that. What is Bobby Slowick and Gerard Johnson and DeMeco game planning? Are you learning to appreciate the check down and the things in the intermediate as much as the glory that comes with pushing the ball down?
Yeah, for sure. I think I've taken steps from all the way from OTAs to training camp of, like, you get so excited, you get the play call, oh, damn, we got a shot. Like, I'm going to do my best to make it work. But if it's not there, just being smart. The worst thing you can do in this league is play behind the chain. So my job is to, even if it's not the best look against a certain play call, my job is to make Bobby always right, make this team always right, and whoever has the ball in their hand, and most of the time it's me, like I'm really feeding other people's family. Like, I can either lose them money or make them money. So I just try to be smart with that. But it's a controlled aggression that I have, and I feel like today I try to do my best with that. They took away really all our deep shots, and thought I did a good job of making plays and taking check downs and just playing the game honest. But we got to be better on third down if we're going to live like that. So a lot of things that we need to work on and things like that. But I'm enjoying the process of the game, and I'm not going to be bored by taking the check downs and stuff.
We got time for three more: Ari, Cody, and DJ.
CJ, it felt like there was more scrambling, more running, more escaping from you today. How much of that was built-in game plan stuff? How much of it was the pressure, and how much of it was just situational?
Really all three. It's a players' league. I got to go out there and make plays, and sometimes when it's not there down the field, sometimes they get you. Like, they're in the NFL too. I mean, they get paid, and they cover us up pretty well, and it's my job to extend the play. I think we did a good job in scramble drill. I know towards the back end we're a little tired out there, so we weren't really moving well. And I feel like we can definitely be better at scramble drill. Got to work on some things but the off-schedule stuff isn't always coached. It's kind of like just go out there and play and make a play. Don't make a bad play worse, or go out there and just have fun. That's how I think about it. I mean, I'm going out there with my guy, my brothers, and we're going to go play ball like we're playing in the backyard when things don't go as planned. So some of it is planned, some of it's not, but I feel like we took strides in that area today, and that's something you see around the league, from Mahomes to Burrow to Josh Allen to really all over the league. Those guys do really well in scramble drill. I think we took a step to that today.
Last one, DJ.
As Stan said earlier, you did become the first quarterback, throw for the most passing yards through the first 11 games of the rookie season, and again, throughout the entire year, you made a plethora of plays. What does it mean to, week after week, you continue to show up, play at a high level, and produce for your squad?
It's a blessing, man. I mean, honestly, like, for me, everything always goes back to my faith. My family, like, they give me a lot of freedom and to really hone in on my job. And this isn't college, like, this is a job. Like, I was talking to Brady on the podcast. He had a great word of advice from me, just like, man, this is your job. Like, people depending on you. And I've luckily had that blessing on my life since I've been young. And I feel like it's been a blessing just to work hard every week. I wake up every day like, man, I'm in the NFL. Like, man, this is a blessing. Like, I know we lost today, and I'm up here smiling, man, because I'm living my dream. And it's not always going to be perfect. God never said it was going to be. But at the end of the day, like, I know that he wouldn't put nothing on me that I can't handle or this team can't handle. So it's been a blessing to come out here and work hard and really see, like, the city of Houston. Like, me and my mom got to give back for Thanksgiving. And, like, there's hope in the city. And I'm not saying it's just the Texans or anything like that, but, like, that means something to these people. And that's what it's really about. It's not about me and breaking records. That stuff will come if it comes, but it's really about helping people and sending hope and inspiring people. So appreciate y'all. God bless.